What if one narrow strip of water, smaller than most cities, could raise your fuel bill, food costs, and inflation overnight? Markets don't wait for peace. They react to headlines. And today, one headline may be affecting the entire world economy. Most people hear Strait of Hormuz has reopened and keep scrolling. But smart people know this is bigger than politics. This is exactly the kind of truth explained in the psychology of money, because markets are not controlled only by numbers. Markets are controlled by fear, by trust, by uncertainty, by relief. Emotions move money long before facts do. The Strait of Hormuz is one of the most important oil routes in the entire world, a narrow passage carrying massive global energy supply. A huge portion of global energy moves through this passage. When tension rises there, markets panic. Immediately. Oil traders expect shortages, shipping companies raise risk costs, investors run to safety, prices rise before any real shortage begins. Fear alone can make life expensive. That is the mechanism. Not a shortage, just the expectation of one. Petrol rises, transport rises, food rises, business costs rise, inflation spreads. One passage, 5 chain reactions for millions. Even countries far away feel the pain. For import-dependent economies, oil is not just energy, it's the foundation of everything. Now today, the opposite signal arrived. The Strait of Hormuz reopened. That means lower immediate risk. And markets responded. Oil prices fell because markets believe supply pressure may reduce. The expectation changed, and that was enough. Nothing magical changed overnight. No miracle happened in 1 hour. Only one thing changed first: psychology. And psychology moves money faster than reality. This is one of the deepest lessons in all of finance. People don't price what is happening now. They price what they think will happen next. That is the entire game. If they expect war, fear rises. If they expect peace, confidence returns. Expectation is the price setter, not the event. That is why Iran-US talks matter far beyond politics, because reducing uncertainty has real, measurable economic value. For import-dependent economies like Pakistan, when oil falls, currency pressure eases, inflation slows, transport improves, households feel relief. And when oil rises, everything tightens. One water route, and millions of families feel the pressure directly. This is why one narrow water route can affect millions of families across dozens of countries who never see it on a map. Now, here's the hidden truth that most people miss completely. War creates headlines. Peace creates compounding. War burns wealth. Peace builds trust. War increases panic. Peace unlocks investment. These are not just ideas, they're economic laws. And trust is one of the most valuable currencies on earth. You cannot print it, you cannot force it. It must be earned. Let's map exactly what happened. Reopening signal arrives. Oil traders read it, markets reprice, prices drop before any tanker moves. This confirms the central truth of market psychology. Information moves prices, not reality, not product, just expectation. For investors, this means geopolitical events are not just news, they are price signals, and reading them early is an edge. The crowd reacts to the headline. The informed person understood the mechanism before the headline arrived. That gap is everything. So what does this mean for you? If you hold oil-sensitive assets, energy stocks, currencies, commodities, this event matters. Watch the sentiment shift, not just the price. When fear drops and confidence rises, historically, assets reprice upward over time. Historically, periods of reduced geopolitical tension have been followed by lower inflation and improved economic conditions on average. When oil falls, transport gets cheaper. When transport gets cheaper, food gets cheaper. When food gets cheaper, inflation slows. Stability compounds. Lower oil leads to lower costs, to better margins, to more investment, to more jobs. A virtuous cycle begins. Today, the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz reminded the world, a single signal of stability can move markets faster than months of policy. Fear can raise prices, but trust can lower them. Two sides of the same psychological coin, and both move faster than any data. And in global finance, trust is priceless. They cannot be manufactured overnight, but when it arrives, markets reward it immediately. So the macro lesson for your personal money is this: global events are not just news, they are signals about your purchasing power. 3 things to watch when geopolitical signals shift: oil price direction, inflation expectations, currency stability in your economy. Understanding the mechanism means you are never caught off guard. You expected the oil drop because you understood the psychology. The bigger takeaway: economic literacy is not just for economists. It is a survival skill in a globally connected world. Psychology drove every step. One final truth: the market is not a machine that processes facts. It is a system that processes human beliefs about the future. And the more you understand how psychology drives markets, the better equipped you are to navigate every financial event calmly. The people who panicked today were the ones who didn't understand the mechanism. Understanding is protection. Knowledge is the edge. You now understand how the Strait of Hormuz affects oil, inflation, and your wallet. That's economic literacy. That's the real advantage. Fear raises prices, trust lowers them, war burns wealth, peace builds compounding, and psychology drives everything faster than data ever will. Markets are human, prices are human, and understanding the human psychology beneath every headline is the most valuable skill you can build. One water route, one signal, one shift in psychology, and your wallet felt it. Now you know why. Go read the signals.